trip and retreat, but I'm sorry I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Easy. Number 53, Mike 53. Come on, D. 53, check 53.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez Scantling. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Right there.
6 yards left on second down.
53's Mike. I got you, boy.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Yellow. Check 31.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. Touchdown! Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
You got two, son. He took you to school.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 73 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were
Prime time,
and he's
baby.
going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for. And taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 41.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Mike, 319. Come on, D. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just easy. Switch.
On first down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
58. 54. Now watch one. Right there.
Rodgers now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, tight.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Slant to Adams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
You must be dreaming.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Silver.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in. Yes. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jail.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it second down.
Attack!
Mahomes to throw once more. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Let's see what you got. Check.
Attack! Here we go. Finish it.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Check, 40 minutes.
Mahomes now on first down.
Here we go again.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
41's coming, 41's a mic. All you get is a headache.
Hey, color.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
This is Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, the left side throw complete to Adams. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. The give is to Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check 40. Hey, 88. Alert 3.
Off the play fake. Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man, here is
What's going on there, boy?
Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here we go. Here we go. 41's the mark.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check.
Hey, rip list.
Here we go, D.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Hey, let's get it now. Let's get it.
Mahomes now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Rodgers throwing here. Complete. This is Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.